Hello, you're welcome to my talk show on Sandiri Integrated Farms Nigeria Limited. I want to talk to you, a Nigerian in Diaspora, and I want to talk to you as a friend. Let me start with this example. If I am up in the city and making huge amounts of money, while I have a hometown and I have a village where I come from, I have mansions over the city, I have buildings, I have properties here and there. And back in my village where I come from, I have no single building, I have no single investment in my hometown. What would happen when I grow old and die? If you come from the type of place I come from, the village or your community will not accept my corpse to be buried at the community cemetery. They would decide and prefer your body to be buried at the city where you have your investment and where you have buildings and properties all over. What happens when you have a property in your hometown? Whatever that happens in the city, you have a place to run to. You have a place to lean on. You have a shade where you can go to your hometown and cover up yourself and your family. Now, let's put it in our right sense on what I'm talking about. As a Nigerian in Diaspora, you have investments out there in the States. You have properties, you have investments, you have business out there in the States. You have your money being occupied in the States. What happens when you have any problem in the country you are? You can't tell, you may not know what will happen tomorrow. When it happens, where do you have in your hometown, which is your country, Nigeria? Where do you have to lean on? Where do you have that if something happens here, I have something good to turn to? That is why I am calling on you, Nigerians in Diaspora, or Nigerians who are also in the country, to invest money in your country. Invest money in your hometown. It is very much necessary. How do you feel when you see your brothers jobless? If you have this money, come down to your country. Better still, stay where you are and invest money in your business. And there are people who will handle this business for you very well. This structure you see here is one of client's business. It's out there in the state, but we are handling it here. Sandiri Integrated Farms are capable of handling your projects for you. What do we have here? Look at the fishes we have here. You can see such investment. You can see such investment. Okay? You see very many. Now, see what we have here. Also look at this place, what we have all over the pond. You can see massive fishes which we have all over this place. So these are the kinds of investment that are selling now in the country. Invest in agriculture and you will see the benefit in it. Whether fish farming or poultry or piggery pays a lot, or piggery or grass cuttery or snake farming. You can decide to go on any of these. Even when you don't want to do the livestock itself, you can decide to put up these structures. There are Nigerians who have the money to start up this business, but because they don't have the money to put up the structure, they stand back. So you can build these structures, either the fish farming or the poultry or any of the livestock habitation. Just put them in place and then put them on lease. If you don't want to use them immediately, or if you can as well decide to just do that as a business, you can just build these habitations and then put them on lease. And youths and people who have the finance to start up will just start up the business because they have seen where to start with. So many people call me, please, can I get a place to rent? This morning I've gotten like 3 calls. If you have this investment as a business in Nigeria, believe me, you will make a whole lot of money. When you have any problem in the state where you are, you can come down to your hometown and then feel comfortable, feel at home with your business running. What does it benefit you? Well, after wasting so many years in the States and you come back after some years, when the business has gone far, when this business has failed everywhere, and then that is when you are now coming back to think of investing in the business. The time to start is now, when the business is selling. It is selling right now, and it is only now. Now that we have the privilege, we have the benefits to do this business. Get the land, get the business done. Nigerians in diaspora, it is right time for us to come down to our hometown and set up an investment for ourselves and for our children. It is not a waste of resource. Whatever you have on ground, you have already gotten it. It is no longer going out. Agriculture as a business is a very good business. If you don't want to go into full-time fish farming, you can say, okay, I don't want to do the 4 months or 6 months stocking. Let me just do the one I can be harvesting every 2 or 3 months, instead of harvesting every 4 or 6 months. Let me be harvesting 2 or 3 months. You can go into broiler farming. You can see now we have fast foods all over the places. I get calls, I need birds, I need chicken, I need turkey. So many supermarkets need the dry fish. You can as well do the fish and be drying every 2 months and be supplying to supermarkets and hotels. They call, they need all these things, but nobody. There are no big farms to supply. Like this farm, we are having 100,000 fishes every month. This is one of the big farms I'm handling, and this is in Enugu State of Nigeria. So you can decide to go in whichever way you can, and you'll see that you start to make so much money. There are so many branches in this business which you can decide to go into, depending on your budget. So when you decide, make sure you get in contact with us, and we'll take you on the step-by-step and practical aspect of this business. Make sure you think about it. Think about it, and don't allow the flexibility of enjoyment to take over you back in the States. Thank you very much. My name is Sandiri Samuel Robinson, the CEO Sandiri Integrated Farms Nigeria Limited. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook at Sandiri Farms. You can also follow me on my personal page at Official Sandiri, Instagram at Official Sandiri, YouTube Sandiri, and Twitter Official Sandiri. And visit us on our site on www.sifarms.com. There you will see so many species of fish, species and types of fish, which you can as well invest in. You can also go into poultry. You have different types of species of the birds and so many others. You have the grass cutter, the piggery, just mention it. We have the cross cultivation section, which are a team of professionals will take you on. And we do training, we do cassava farming, cucumber, garri processing, wheat processing, flour processing, and so many. What can you mention? So invest in agriculture. Agriculture pays. It's an agri-business and not an agri-business. But you can reach us on www.sifarms.com or call us on 080-6771-7827. Thank you very much.